Yo!
Benjamin,
This is a funny one.
welcome to the darkness.
The Dark Lord is with me. Sorry guys, we're having some technical issues here with Ron's connection. So you will not see him today, but just me. Just to remind you, this is the guy who's supposed to be here with me, but he is, but not visually, just with his voice. Ron, what happened?
Benjamin, who is this Ron? I know not who you speak of. I am the Dark Lord, and I will bring to you the news from SportsTech, because that is interesting to me today. And I didn't have many better things to do.
I have the feeling this show is developing in the wrong direction. All right, let's see how this develops over time. Let's speak about the top 5 news. With what is your name? What shall I call you, Mr. Whatever?
It's the Dark Lord, but you can call me DL for short.
The SportsTech DL. Okay.
Exactly.
The Dark Lord of SportsTech is with me today. So the DLST, right?
Sure. You may proceed.
I appreciate it. So we are talking about the top 5 sports tech news of the week with you, as always, doing the countdown from 5 to 1. And if there is not anything the Dark Lord would mention before we start, I would kick it off.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So we are talking about Reebok and their augmented reality basketball court app. I will tell you what it's about, and then I think there is one very obvious question, at least in my head, and I wonder if the Dark Lord agrees with me on this. So you have this app from Reebok. All you do is, all you need is your phone. You have to go on the website, and then you have to click Begin Experience, as you see on that screen here. Then you get a QR code. You have to scan it with your phone. And then what you can do with your phone is you have an AR projection of a court. Let's say, here in my room, it's a bit small, but if I would point my phone somewhere over there, it would show like the basketball basket and like the 3-point line and the outer lines of the court. So everything that I need for a proper court. And what I can do then, I think what also Reebok is after, is they say, okay, so basketball is one of the most democratic sports, super accessible, no boundaries, all of that, and that you can basically play it everywhere. But sometimes you don't have a court, so you use the AR app, project it wherever you're playing, and then, for example, you can use some chalk or whatever you have to like paint the court wherever you need it. So far, so good. I think there is something there. It's interesting. It's better than other AR stuff that we have seen, at least in my opinion. But like I said, there's one question that immediately pops up in my mind, and maybe the Dark Lord has the same question.
What is that question, Benjamin?
He's really gonna stick through that voice through the whole thing, huh? You don't have a question there.
I have plenty of questions, but as the Dark Lord, I have other matters to attend to. I shall summon this creature, Rowan, so that he can take care of the next 20 minutes of my time.
Finally. Okay, Rowan, what is your question?
Yeah, guys, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I'm back. The app looks super interesting. I think the use case is that it's just for people to be able to create a court anywhere, right? That's the main purpose of it. So it's a social initiative. It's about promoting the game in remote areas. Is that the objective that they're trying to serve here?
Yeah, they say, hey, empty wall, telephone pole, fence, wherever you are, you can become great, achieve greatness. Coding greatness is the hashtag. So yeah, it goes into that direction.
Okay, fair enough. In which case, it sounds cool. I'm not entirely sure what the what the big objective is, but yeah, it sounds all right. But I don't have anything else particularly to add.
Okay, I'll share my question with you.
Sure.
It is great that you can do this, but all of that doesn't help you if you don't have a basket.
Right. Yeah. The first thing is that you need. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Good point. When I first read the article, I was like, the starting point is one net, at least one.
Yeah, and if you have that somewhere, I think you're already good. You can play, and there is something. Why would you want to paint the court? And the thing is, I tried
if you want the 3-point arc, and if you want the free throw line and things like that.
But here comes the thing. I've tried the app like super briefly, so maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't find a function to say, okay, here is where I want to have my pole. So it's more like, okay, you have to be lucky that it's exactly where your basket is.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, it just seemed, yeah, like I said, it first seemed to me like a social thing. It seems like a lot of tech, which I'm not sure is actually as cool as it actually is. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Enough about this. Let's move on to topic number 4.
Topic number 4, we're going from basketball to baseball. Yeah.
Wait a sec. I forgot that because you cannot share anything, that I have to do this for you, right?
Yeah, please. Thank you so much.
Everything for the Dark Lord successor. Tell me if I have to scroll or something.
Yeah, actually, I mean, basically the story is pretty simple. Minecraft came into a partnership with the MLB to create a home run derby. Yeah, you can scroll down a bit. Actually, there is another link, Benjamin, in the document that we have. If you can pull up that link, that has some videos as well. There are some images here that you can scroll through. But basically, in the world of Minecraft, yeah, they have DLCs, downloadable content, everything that you need to know about this home run derby. And as you can see, the tweet from the MLB, basically what they're doing is in the world of Minecraft, they have created all 30 MLB stadiums. Right? So you can go into a stadium of your choice, put on the jersey of the team of your choice. Yeah, that's the guy who's speaking. Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you can put on a team of your choice. Say you want to be the Chicago Cubs, I don't know, or the Cardinals. And you can smash this moving image, which is maybe annoying you a little bit, and hit it right out of the park. And that's what you can do. You can have a home run derby within the world of Minecraft. Now, Minecraft DLCs are quite popular. They are for all sorts of things. And MLB is trying to jump on that wave and create a universe of their own within the Minecraft universe.
I really want to click the video.
Yeah, just hit the video. Yeah. There you go. And you've got all 30 teams on there. You've got... This is fantastic. I feel like the Dark Lord might come back to sort out this episode. But yeah, there is you have all 30 teams. You can put on your jerseys and just get into a home run derby for the team that you support. Sounds like fun.
Oh, wait. Okay, we get it. It's playing.
Exactly.
I started to enjoy this. We should do it like this every week.
Yeah, why not?
That is cool. I mean, it's
a fun. Do you play? Actually, Ben, my question for you: do you play Minecraft?
No, never tried, to be honest. Have you?
Yeah, me neither. So I was like, I get, but reading about it a little bit, I could see that it's a big deal. There are lots of virtual worlds which are created within the Minecraft world, and the MLB is just piggybacking. It's their own version of getting into gaming communities. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's all that needs to be said. I fully agree. But did anybody else from the big leagues do this, like a Minecraft corporation?
I didn't see any news about that. No.
Because I think it's a smart move. I can imagine that. Yeah, it's a good way to reach younger audiences.
Yep.
Cool. On to the next one, I'd say.
Let's do it.
This is probably a quick one, but we still wanted to mention it because it's sort of a milestone, and we like it. It's about women's sport. I mean, a lot is happening, luckily, these days, and I think especially this year. And what we stumbled upon is as you can see, the only online collectible marketplace specifically dedicated to women in sport. What we've seen multiple times this year, there's some news outlets specifically dedicated to women's sport, and now it is the first memorabilia shop, which I think makes a lot of sense because we have seen memorabilia shops booming all over the place over the last 1 or 2 years. So I think it's also time to have one for women's sport. And yeah, they have things like signed football, signed shoes, all a bunch of other stuff. And as you can see, some of the world's most well-known female athletes are already part of that store, or their collectibles. It's Megan Rapinoe, one of the leading ones, Alex Morgan, Sue Bird, Mia Hamm, and a bunch of others. So yeah, really nice lineup there. Like I said, nothing crazy, no new tech or anything. We just wanted to highlight that this is now also available in women's sport. That's a quick one. Anything to add, Ron?
No, not really. I mean, again, I love anything which is getting closer and closer to focus initiatives for women. I mean, just a quick one. We were on a panel or a jury a couple of days ago looking at startups, and one of the startups there was making just football shoes for women.
Oh yeah, right.
And yeah, it was incredible. I mean, we were discussing it shortly after that. We don't, I mean, as guys, first of all, we take it for granted, but that a lot of stuff that women do, women wear, is just within the sports world, is just men's stuff in smaller sizes, or it's quote unquote unisex stuff. You would have been seeing me and or the Dark Lord do air quotes there. But it's just unisex stuff, which is not really unisex. It's just men's, it's still men's sizing. So women's focused sportswear is an emerging trend, or women's sports equipment is an emerging trend. And from there, yeah, of course, memorabilia makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, this whole women's focus being brought into sports and them creating their own niche within the sports world, whether it's equipment, memorabilia, fitness, whatever area, I'm a huge fan.
Wouldn't necessarily say it's a niche, but yeah, big field.
Yeah. I mean, do you understand what I mean? The separation card, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Alrighty, then to a, let's say, very present topic.
Yes, the Olympics.
Yeah.
Ben, what have you been? What has been your favorite Olympic moment so far? Let's start with that. I mean, we discussed a bunch this morning.
I was about to say, probably the one we watched this morning. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Alexander Zverev won the tennis gold medal for Germany. Finally, a big title again. Still struggling on the Grand Slam topic, but yeah, it is the one you showed me this morning, probably the high jump competition where there was a split gold, and the Italian, I don't even know what I want to call him.
Tamburini, I think his name was, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that crazy dude who was going nuts after his victory. That was a special moment. I literally had goosebumps.
Yeah, I mean, Tamberi, sorry. And I mean, it was just a fantastic moment to see a Qatari and an Italian share that gold. Then you had the Italian who also won the 100 meters. Been a super fun Olympics. The Norwegian record breaker in the 400 meters.
One thing that comes to mind. I think there is another big title that Italy won this year. Remember one?
Was it? I cannot think of anything, man. I do not remember any other historic moments. Nothing is coming home to mind right now. Not at all. Nothing is coming home apparently. But no, it was it's been a fun Olympics. But at the same time, I think we were also discussing that. Unfortunately, I haven't watched any moments live.
Viewership numbers down significantly. Did you leave us now?
No, I'm right here. Where we go? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you again.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was saying that we haven't watched any moments live, right? I mean, all the Olympics that we've caught has been of highlights, and
he's gone again. Fantastic. Ron, what are you doing to me today? It says you have a bad connection. Network connection 0 of 10. That is great. Yeah. Tech issues all over today. So the big question is, shall I continue for him or is he coming back? Let's give him a second. What shall I talk about? let me do one thing. I will jump to the topic that we have as number 1. Talk about this one, and if Ron comes back, he does the other one, and if not, I'm taking over his topic. Anyways, I think the Olympics are a top 1 topic anyways. Alrighty. I am moving on to one of my favorite topics. It's in the realm of NFTs, the metaverse, blockchain, these kind of things. And we anyways talk about it a lot, or I'd like to talk about it a lot. We have this website. Let me quickly show it to you again. niftysports.co. We write about everything about NFTs in sports. Very interesting, very exciting topic. And you might have heard of ZED Run before. We definitely talked about it on the show before. So it's basically digital horse racing, and you can buy a horse as an NFT, and you can train it, maintain it, and send it to tournaments, and then hopefully the horse performs well, wins a race, and you have to put in some money to let your horse participate in the races. And if it does a good job, if it finishes first, second, third, or I don't know exactly, but you can earn good money as well. So very interesting topic, very interesting theme, and highly successful. One of the hottest topics this year. And ZED Run is very good in doing partnerships, and they had partnerships with some, let's say, traditional horse racing events and tracks. They had a cooperation with Atari, I think, where they sold Atari-themed horses earlier this year. I think it's also in this article, and I think they grossed around $400,000 US with this auction. And now it's NASCAR partnering with ZED Run. So NASCAR, the American Racing Series, which is, I think, it makes sense. Ron would make his horsepower joke now, but he's not here because he left me. NASCAR is, as you can see on the picture here, let me zoom in a little bit, is cooperating with ZED for NASCAR-themed horses. So it's a special horse that is going to be bred, I think. And then you can send your NASCAR-themed racehorse into the race. But I think the horse itself will already be of high value because it will become a sort of special collectible. So what I expect is that those horses are going to sell for a lot of money. And we will hear about it, and there will be a huge amount popping up somewhere in some news magazines. That is the cooperation between NASCAR and ZED. So now I'm wondering what is up with Ron. Let's do something funny. I'm going to call him and ask him what's up. Live call. Oh, it's his mailbox. Maybe his battery is empty from the phone. I'm sure that is what happened. He had some tech issues today. He was all around the city letting his computer repair. Maybe he's out of battery. All right. I don't think it makes much more sense to talk to him, wait for him. Let's move on to the Olympics. And now I have to improvise a little bit because I did not prepare this news. All I know is that this article talks about 6 cool innovations, as you can see, that help viewers understand the games in new ways. And they give 6 examples of where it would actually help. The big issue now is that Ron knows all the details about it. So let's quickly go through them. As you can tell, I have to improvise. So there are multi-camera replay systems. Let's see for which sports that is. Basketball, athletics, gymnastics, cycling, women's final. It just seems that they are referring to those kind of high-tech cameras over here that provide certain replays. So this website, by the way, is from the Sports Video Group, so they like to talk about tech that is used for broadcasting. Then we have 2D image tracking. Okay, that's an interesting one. As it says here, 2D image tracking will make it easier to keep track of athlete positions on a course. You will get this overlay here, makes it easier to see who is who, just makes it easier for you to follow certain races. And where is it used? Marathon, race walk, cycling road, mountain bike, aquatics, canoe sprint, rowing, and some others. So yeah, I think that really helps because it can also get crowded on those tracks, and depending on which camera you're using, it's also not so easy to identify who is who, because sometimes jerseys look very much alike. So I can totally see that this makes sense. Next one. Okay, we are moving from 2D image tracking to 3D athlete tracking, which is, as it seems, used in running competitions. So what is the difference with 3D? I think it's over here. It says it will offer a more in-depth post-race analysis and reveal an extra layer that wasn't evident during the race itself. So you will get probably, another angle for that. Next one, number 4. It is a biometric data display. Oh, I heard something. He might be back. Is he back? He's playing with me. He's not back. All right, and I'm going to continue. So there's biometric data display, and it seems to be only placed in archery. And this is really cool because it displays, as you can see here, biometric data, for example, like the heartbeat or the blood pressure and those kind of things. And as it says here, ever wonder what is happening inside an archer's body when they draw, when they are at full draw, shooting for medal, and so on and so on. That is really cool because I can imagine some athletes are like super calm, super professional, and some are like really like excited, and because it's a very special moment, and maybe are like a little bit sweaty and all this kind of things. So that is something I find really interesting. Once I was at a sports or fitness startup competition in Munich, the FitTech Summit, and they had heart rate monitors for everybody who was pitching on stage. And while the person was pitching, you were able to see the heart rate of that person. So that was pretty cool. There might be a chance that we have another person joining here.
How have you been doing, Benjamin?
Mr. Dark Lord, you're giving me a hard time because this is the article where I have to pretend that I have read it before. So I'm struggling through it.
It is a very important article, Benjamin. You must have read it. But anyway, I will take over from where you left off.
Okay, so I talked about those. Okay, let's do this. I talked about those. This is just saying that there are like high-tech multi-angle cameras, nothing super crazy, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, actually, to be honest, the whole idea of where we started the conversation and which you've continued with is that all of this is supposed to be from the Olympic Broadcasting Studio, trying to create more engaging content for the viewer. Now, at the same time, live viewership of the Olympics is a bit down. So but they've obviously tried a bunch of things. Now, if you look at
just one thing, I've gone through the first 4 already while you were waiting.
I know. I just wanted to bring context to the main point that I wanted to make, which was that these are a bunch of ways which are the OBS, the Olympic Broadcasting Studio, is trying to engage with them. So Benjamin has already showed you all of these. There is some stuff on the, I think the biometric one is what you were talking about, which I heard, which is for arty. That one actually I quite like from compared to the others. The 3D and 2D rendering, I'm not sure about. But this one is interesting to see what the actual physiology or what the athlete is going through. But moving past that one, I think the next one is Intel TrueView for basketball. Intel TrueView is a technology that Intel has been using in football for a while. All those cool angles where you go in the middle of the pitch and the replay and you see everything from the point of view of the player or from the point of view of the referee or the umpire or whoever it is, all that is Intel TrueView. So it goes into the field of play and creates an immersive experience for the viewer. That's what the Olympics plans to do with basketball, which actually I expect to be pretty cool. And the last one is, this one also I really like. It's for climbing, where they give you a 3D model basically on the screen of what it looks like. Because I mean, obviously on the screen when you're watching it, each of the holds is in 2D to you, the viewer, so you don't know how much, what the exact position is, what angle it is against the wall, etc. So they're trying to do an overlay where you can see that you, as a viewer, you can see exactly what the athlete experiences. So this one I really like as well. Overall, I mean, interesting initiatives from the Olympics to try to create a more immersive experience for the viewer. I just wish that more people were watching. That's all.
Yeah, I think overall the Olympics are developing into a good direction. I mean, the virtual Olympics that took place, where how many people participated? You told me the number last week.
250,000. 250,000. Yeah.
That is pretty cool. What else? There was something else that they did at the beginning of the games.
I mean, they've done a lot on the broadcasting side, on the on different types of health measures that they've introduced for athletes. For temperature checking and stuff like that. I mean, basically, obviously, Tokyo 2020. Tokyo 2020 is a bit of a strange one given all the circumstances, but I expect Paris 2024 will be. Sorry?
Paris, you mean?
Paris will be a truly innovative one. We also know the team that is involved in it a little bit, the head of innovation and all that. I'm expecting a lot from Paris 24.
Nice. Good context giving from Ron. And that is it for today. You probably heard that I already talked about the other topic, waiting for you, and that means we have all.
Well done, Benjamin. Excellently managed.
No problem. Anything else you have on your heart that you want to share?
No, that's it. HST Shop, go check it out. If you haven't already, go check out all the cool products. There you see the banner.
Exactly.
And yeah, otherwise, next week, my laptop, my phone, and I will be back in full swing. And until then, I will hand over back to the Dark Lord to sign off. Goodbye. Now, where can I get some ice cream?
Huh?
Where can I get some ice cream? Sorry, no, this is the Dark Lord. I don't eat ice cream.
Oh boy, oh boy. Who did I get into business here? Guys, that is it for this week. See you next week with Rohan, hopefully again with a fully functioning laptop. Adios.
Goodbye.
Cheers.